Oregon's head coach, Dan Lanning, recently shared his straightforward and unambiguous stance on the college football playoff CFP race. Speaking with sports columnist John Canzano on his radio show, The Bald-Faced Truth, Lanning offered a simple solution for any team concerned about their playoff positioning: just win. Just win. According to Lanning, if a team continues to win, their spot in the playoff rankings should be indisputable, and there should be no reason to complain about being left out. He firmly stated, "You can't complain if you just win." Lanning's comments come as Oregon remains the only undefeated team in the nation with a perfect 12-0 record heading into the upcoming Big Ten championship game against Penn State. With no losses to their name, Oregon is in the best possible position to secure the top seed in the upcoming 12-team CFP bracket. If they win Saturday's game, they will almost certainly retain their place as the number 1 seed, putting them in an advantageous position for the playoffs. However, even if Oregon were to lose the game against Penn State, they are still expected to maintain a strong enough record to secure a spot in the playoff field, though they would forfeit the coveted first-round bye. Despite this, Lanning's emphasis is clear: winning is the key to controlling their fate, and no external factors should impact their place in the rankings. During the interview, Lanning was also asked about the influence of the Southeastern Conference (SEC) on the CFP rankings, particularly with ESPN being the conference's television partner. Canzano pointed out that ESPN, which is tied to the SEC's financial interests, tends to heavily promote SEC teams such as Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama when discussing the top spots in the CFP rankings. Lanning did not shy away from acknowledging this reality, saying, "They pay the bills, right? I mean, doesn't the SEC pay their bills? Who's their contract with?" His response, while humorous, recognized that the business side of college football does play a role in how teams are viewed by media and ranking bodies. However, Lanning was clear in his assertion that this should not overshadow a team's performance on the field. Lanning's primary argument is that, at the end of the day, a team's success is determined by its record. An undefeated Oregon team, regardless of external pressures or the dominance of conferences like the SEC, cannot be denied a spot in the playoffs. This, he believes, should be the ultimate deciding factor. The Oregon coach also took aim at teams with multiple losses, specifically pointing out several SEC teams such as Alabama, Ole Miss, and South Carolina, which all have 9-3 records. He expressed that these teams should not expect to be included in the CFP rankings just because they are from prestigious programs. Lanning's blunt message was clear: if you lose 3 games, shame on you, right? He implied that teams with multiple losses do not have the same claim to a playoff berth as undefeated or one-loss teams, underscoring the importance of consistency throughout the season. With Oregon's undefeated status, the team is in a position of strength heading into the final stretch of the season. Lanning's words serve as both a challenge and a message to any team still hoping to make their case for a top spot in the playoff rankings. Winning is the only way to guarantee your place, and anything less is a missed opportunity.